Hi, I'm Joanne from the Full Spectrum Centre Limited, an award-winning wellness and vocational training centre, and you're listening to the Full Spectrum Wellness podcast. This show is all about physical, mental, emotional and spiritual wellness, and it's for people who are looking to improve their overall health and well-being. Each week, I'll share with you all the positive takeaways, tools, techniques and tips that I've gathered in both my personal and professional wellness journey that will help you to look, feel and be well. With a dose of motivation and meditation to keep you going, I'll be joined by a few friends who will be sharing their insights along the way too. Welcome to episode 46 of our Full Spectrum Wellness podcast. I'm so happy and excited to be back here with you for our 46th episode. This episode aims to empower you with the tools and understanding needed to navigate life stresses with poise and strength. So let's begin by demystifying stress. Stress, in its essence, is our body's non-specific, natural response to challenges or demands made on it that can cause exhaustion and physical or psychological illness, heart attacks and even accidents. As our body responds to various forms of physical or psychological stress, certain changes take place. And these include increased heart rate, blood pressure and secretions of stimulatory hormones, and they occur whether stress is positive or negative. Continual exposure lowers the body's ability to then cope with additional forms of stress. Now, while stress is often perceived negatively, it's important to recognise that it can also be a motivator, pushing us to adapt and grow and providing a way to express talents and pure happiness. The key lies in our management and response to stress. Now, identifying the root causes of our stress is the first step towards mastery. Stresses may vary widely among individuals. They can be external, like work deadlines and personal relationships, or internal, like our own thoughts and expectations of ourselves. Here's some more sources of stress. The physical environment, so that's noise, bright lights, heat and confined spaces. There's our social interaction with people, so coming across rudeness or aggressiveness. Then there's organisational, so that's rules, regulations and deadlines. And a big one, major life events. So that's the death of a partner, a friend or a relative, a promotion at work or redundancy, the birth of a new baby, getting married, getting divorced or moving house. Then we've got the daily hassles, that's commuting to work, that's misplaced objects or mechanical breakdowns. And then there's lifestyle choices, so that's caffeine intake, lack of sleep, overloaded schedule, negative self-talk, pessimistic thinking, self-criticism and unrealistic expectations. And then there's stressful personality traits, so that's being a perfectionist, a workaholic or a people pleaser. By pinpointing these sources, we can begin to address and manage them more effectively. Now, the signs of stress may be cognitive, emotional, physical or behavioural. So here are some indicators that you may be experiencing stress. Let's look at the cognitive symptoms first. So you may be experiencing memory problems, an inability to concentrate, poor judgment, pessimistic approach or thoughts. You may be anxious or have racing thoughts. You may be constantly worrying. And then the emotional symptoms, you might be moody, impatient, frustrated. You might have irritability or a short temper. You may be nervous, agitated, or have an inability to relax. You might be feeling overwhelmed or have a sense of loneliness and isolation. You may be depressed or just generally unhappy, or you may be fearful. And then the physical symptoms, you may have aches and pains, you may have diarrhea or constipation, you may be experiencing frequency of urination, indigestion, changes in blood glucose, nausea, dizziness, chest pain, a rapid heartbeat or increased blood pressure. You might have a loss of sex drive. You may be experiencing frequent colds or flu. You may have irregular periods. And you may have neck, shoulder or lower back pain, abdominal cramps or muscle aches and stiffness generally. And then we've got behavioural symptoms. You might be eating more or less. You might be experiencing insomnia or a change in sleep pattern. You might be sleeping too much or too little. You might be isolating yourself from others. You might be procrastinating or neglecting your responsibilities. You might be using alcohol, cigarettes or drugs to relax. And you might have nervous habits like nail biting or pacing. Now let's explore actionable strategies to manage stress, embracing calm and resilience with grace. The first thing I want to look at is meditation, mindfulness, and relaxation. Incorporating mindfulness and meditation and relaxation techniques into your daily routine can significantly reduce stress levels. These practices help us to stay present, reducing worry about the future and rumination on the past. Relaxation techniques include a number of practices such as progressive relaxation, guided imagery, biofeedback, self-hypnosis, and deep breathing exercises. The goal is similar for all of these, to consciously produce the body's natural relaxation response, which is characterised by slower breathing, lower blood pressure, and a feeling of calm and well-being. Relaxation techniques, also called relaxation response techniques, can be used to release tension and to counteract the ill effects of stress. So try to spend time each day completing a relaxation technique. Daydream, say a prayer, practice yoga, meditate, even do self-hypnosis, or have a regular relaxing holistic treatment such as massage or reflexology, or simply take a warm bath, light some candles, burn some incense and play some relaxing music whilst you soak. It's whatever feels comfortable for you and whatever works for you. Let's talk about physical activity. We all know the benefits of physical activity for our health, but it's also a powerful stress reliever. So whether it's a brisk walk, practicing yoga, or a high-intensity workout, movement of the body helps to release endorphins. That's our body's natural mood elevators, fostering a sense of well-being. So it's recommended that you aim for at least 30 minutes of aerobic exercise 3 times a week. You could go for a walk. Fresh air can do wonders. If you're able, take a holiday or just get away from things that are bothering you for a short time. That might be a day out. Although this will not solve the problem, it will give you time to decrease your stress levels. You can then return to deal with the problem, feeling more rested and in a better frame of mind. Which leads me on to healthy boundaries. These are so important. Setting healthy boundaries is crucial for stress management. Learn to say no. Prioritise your needs and allocate time for rest and rejuvenation. Boundaries help protect our energy and prevent burnout. And then there's connection and support. So building a supportive network is really essential. Sharing our experiences and feelings with trusted friends, family, and even professionals can lighten our emotional load and provide fresh perspectives. And in terms of connection, get a hug. Hold hands with someone, stroke a pet. That's why therapy dogs are so effective. I have a dog, Rosie, who is a retired therapy dog. And I know when I'm feeling stressed or burnt out or just a little bit down or not very well, I just sit and I stroke her. She loves it. She'd let me do it all day if I would let her. But it's so healing. It's so stress relieving. I cannot recommend it enough. If you don't have your own pet, maybe ask a friend that has one. Dogs are much more likely to participate than cats. Cats are a little bit independent, I found. But physical contact is a great way to relieve stress, and pets are a brilliant way to do that. And if you can, and it's not always possible, change stressful situations. So change your job, leave a relationship if you can. Try to problem solve, practice time and money management. So if you can, change those stressful situations. We can't always remove stressors, but sometimes we can. And one really powerful tool in our stress management toolkit is the ability to shift our perspective. So if you aren't able to change that stressful situation, so let's take work-related stress as a big one. Let's take changing jobs. If you're not able to change your job at the moment, shift your perspective on it. See it as a means to make a living while you find something else. So viewing stress as a challenge rather than a threat can transform our emotional and psychological response to it. And this mindset encourages growth and learning, turning stressful situations into opportunities for development. Now, you've heard me talk about resilience in this episode and in others, that's our ability to bounce back from stress and adversity. So cultivating a resilient mindset involves focusing on solutions rather than the problem, learning from experiences and maintaining a hopeful outlook. And self-care, that's another powerful tool in our stress management arsenal. You've definitely heard me talk about that in lots of podcast episodes. Now, self-care is not selfish, it's a necessity. Engage in activities that nourish your mind, body and soul. Remember, caring for yourself increases your capacity to deal with stress. And don't underestimate the impact of nutrition on your stress levels. Consuming a balanced diet rich in antioxidants, vitamins and minerals can fortify your body's resilience to stress. Foods high in magnesium, omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin C, for example, can help regulate cortisol levels and improve your mood. So try to eat a well-balanced diet, including whole grains, nuts, fruits and vegetables, and avoid fatty or sugary foods. Excess sugars cause frequent fluctuation in blood glucose levels, which adds stress to the body's functioning. And if you can, avoid caffeine, so coffee, tea, fizzy drinks and chocolate, as these can all aggravate anxiety, insomnia, nervousness and trembling. And again, if you can, reduce alcohol and drug intake, as these can cause headaches and swelling, and they decrease coping mechanisms and add to depression. Exploring the world of adaptogens can be a game changer in managing stress. Now, adaptogens are natural substances that help the body to adapt to stress and exert a normalising effect upon bodily processes. Now, certain herbs such as holy basil are known for their stress-reducing properties, but it's really important, I can't stress this enough, to consult with a healthcare professional before you incorporate them into your routine. Another big one is sleep. It's recommended that you get at least 7 to 8.5 hours sleep every night, as this is the time when the body heals and repairs itself. It increases immunity, it increases memory and learning, it increases your metabolism, decreases hunger, and it restores and resets the body. So muscle growth, tissue repair, protein synthesis, growth hormone release, and brain and cognitive function. Some useful sleep tips: keep your bedroom temperature around 64 degrees. Try a white noise machine, listen to a meditation, and keep a notepad by your bed for any last minute thoughts or to practice gratitude. Now, in our digital age, constant connectivity can be a significant stressor. Regularly scheduling technology detoxes where you completely unplug from electronic devices can reduce stress. It can improve your sleep and it can enhance your quality of life. This practice encourages mindfulness and presence, and that allows us to reconnect with ourselves and our surroundings. Engaging in creative activities such as painting, writing, dancing, or playing music can also be incredibly therapeutic and stress relieving. It's a powerful outlet for stress relief. Creativity allows us to express emotions that might be hard to articulate, and that offers a sense of release and satisfaction. Don't need to be Picasso, so don't worry about that. Just doodling. If I'm feeling a bit stressed, I'll pick a pen up and a notepad and I'll just doodle. It really does help. And also, never underestimate the power of laughter in combating stress. Laughter, they say, is the best medicine, and it really is. It releases endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals. It decreases the level of stress hormones, and it creates a positive and relaxed mental state. Incorporating humour into your daily life, so watching a funny TV show or simply enjoying time with friends who make you laugh, is a potent stress reliever. As is cultivating a practice of gratitude or an attitude of gratitude. This can really shift the focus from what's stressing us to what's blessing us. So regularly writing down things that you are grateful for can enhance positive emotions, improve sleep, and even strengthen relationships. Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more, and it counteracts the negative effects of stress. In the dance with stress, let's lead with calm and grace. Now, accepting that some level of stress is inevitable allows us to approach it with a sense of grace, and using our tools and strategies to navigate through it with resilience is so important. But it's also important to note that most of the stress we have is actually self-generated. This is a paradox because many people think of external causes when we're a bit upset or we're a bit stressed, like the weather or our boss at work or the kids. Recognising that we create most of our own stress is an important first step to dealing with it. Now, incorporating these strategies into your stress management routine can not only help you manage stress more effectively, but also enhance your quality of life. Embracing stress with a comprehensive approach allows us to navigate life's challenges with greater ease, calm, and resilience. As we reach the end of this episode, I invite you to explore all the strategies that I've shared and find what resonates for you. Your journey towards managing stress is deeply personal and uniquely yours. But remember, you have the strength and the tools to face stress with grace and emerge more resilient and empowered. I want to thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey today. I hope you feel equipped and inspired to master stress management in your life. And I hope that you carry these insights and tools into your daily life, transforming stress into a pathway for growth and resilience. I hope you find peace, strength, and joy in every step of your stress management journey. Until next time, take care of yourself with kindness and grace. Thanks for listening to this week's episode. I hope you found the discussion and the tips covered really helpful. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you enjoyed this episode, please do leave a rating and a review and share it with your friends and family. Pop along to our website at thefullspectrumcentrelimited.com and join our self-care and wellness newsletter club. You'll receive our free 55-page printable self-care guide and workbook. Well, that's all for this episode, but I really look forward to seeing you next week. Take care and bye for now.